Olá, maldinhas, sejam bem-vindos e bora lá! No battle. Ok. Sure. No battle? Of course. Shinjuku Labyrinth. I'm gonna die. Oh god. Calm down, Raphael. Okay, we should be able to escape now that we've made it this far, even if it comes after us. No, I don't believe you and I have met, huh? You say we have? There was most likely a different me, I can assure you that this is the first time we have met. Nonetheless, not that I have been summoned here, I am very familiar with your exploits. The Grand Order. You did well make it through such a long journey on such frail legs. Be proud, Raphael. Your achievements have earned you my respect. I am Arturia Pendragon, and I ask of you now, will you join me? You will. Good. Of course. Then our contract is forged. I shall be your shield and your sword. It looks like you've managed to escape. Thank you, Arturia. You must be Mashkirlite. I'm the one who should be offering my thanks. But I'm afraid that we'll have to wait. Right now, we must make haste to the roost. Roost? My base. Come, we can reach it on foot from here. Huh? Doge! It's so kawaii! You fool! That's a stray. Don't come crying to me if it bites you. Hey, it's tame. Just wagging its tail and waiting for our Alturia. There. What a pretty dog. I'm amazed it's doing so well out here. Foo-foo! Oh, please calm down, Foo. I'm sorry, I think he was excited to see another creature like him. No more wasting time. We need to go. I don't have any food for you. Leave us alone. Master, do you happen to have anything a dog could eat? Onion! Are you trying to kill him? For that matter, why do you even have such a thing on your person? And raw, no less? Oh, very well. Come with us, Caval 2. There should be some dog food at the roost. Does the name Caval displease you? No, follow me, master. You too, Caval 2nd. Oh god. So there are roots in the basement of hamburger restaurants. I'll have to remember that. Haha, don't bother. Most burger joints don't even have basements, right? There you go, some dog food. And stop going outside on your own. How many times do I have to tell you? Good. Show some contrition. Now go wait over there in the corner, Caval 2nd. Ahem. You must be tired as well, master. You're welcome to that chair. It's ignited to make guests want to live by causing comical amounts of pain the longer you sit in it. Thanks. Was that a smile? Huh. You know how people say a smile costs nothing? Well, in my case, it also means nothing. Now then, how much do you all know about the current situation? I see, the Archer of Shinjuku. Do you know him? I do, yes. From what you've been told, Master, he saved you when your ray shift left you falling through the air, then fought by your side until encountering that rider. Puzzling indeed. What's puzzling? Oh, that his appearance and his goal remain clear. See, I got the impression that he's unredeemably evil for some reason. It's almost like he can't be anything but the bad guy from the way he's built. From an artist's perspective, anyway. No, that is not what I mean. There's something more fundamental that I don't understand. I fought against them once. Huh? You have? Our battle took place during a chance encounter. It was a fierce opponent, with untold magical energy reserves far beyond my own. And yet, Raphael, the archer of Shinjuku, I thought was not the mysterious yet good-humored man you describe. He was completely and utterly bland. His weapon, the way he wielded it, everything about him was cold, calculated. He had a firm grasp of the battlefield, used his subordinates to trap me, and attempted to eliminate every unknown factor. Did you say subordinate? I did. At the very least, he's not the sort of servant who would risk his own life to save his master. Perhaps he put one over on you. No, achas? Well, no matter. This Shinjuku has no shortage of mysteries. Putting aside whether the archer of Shinjuku is a traitor, let me tell you something else. The archer of Shinjuku you encountered and the rider of Shinjuku you fought against are both part of the four-servant alliance that rules all over Shinjuku. The League of Phantom Fiends. My guess is that this league is why you were sent here, as well as the source of this singularity. The League of Phantom Fiends. Four servants, huh? Do you know who the other two are? I was trying to find out when I encountered another servant. My name is Edmond Dantes. I'm an adventurer, just like that woman who always charges in the head first. I believe you had an honorable servant, and you come to you with a request. Please, lend your assistance to the Master of Chaldea. Dantes, you mean the Count of Monte Cristo? He's the man in the black we met at the Temple of Time. Wait, what? You've met him? What is it, Master? Is it him, isn't he? The one we met during that nightmare. During a nightmare? And that is quite the chance encounter. What else did Mr. Count of Monte Cristo have to say? Oh, only that he had other matters to attend to. I should also mention that he seemed to be far too weak to handle the dangers of Shinjuku on his own. The Count of Monte Cristo weak? That doesn't sound like him. Maybe he had his power sapped by something. There's still so much we don't know. At any rate, I get that we need to beat this Phantom League or whatever, yes. But to make that happen, we'll need a proper plan and more fighters on our side. You're meeting back up with the Archer of Shinjuku, correct? Shall we get moving? I must see him again. Depending on the circumstances, we may even get to cross swords again. I understand, but I hope you also understand your situation here, Raphael. Shinjuku, as it is now, is a city of lies. The ones you love may kill you, those you hate may save you. All in service of survival. Hellish though this singularity may be, when it comes to death, both human and servant alike are desperate. As such, there is no guarantee that he will not betray you. But never mind that. Where are you supposed to meet him? It's getting late today. You should spend the night here. We'll head out there to meet the archer tomorrow. I believe you agreed to meet at Shinjuku Station, didn't you? Shinjuku Station, that hardly narrows it down. Doesn't Shinjuku Station mean Shinjuku Station? Oh, now I understand. Come to think of it, you did only say Shinjuku Station. What are you talking about, Da Vinci? What would you like to do, Master? This is going to take forever, isn't it? Senpai, please tell me what's all this talk about Shinjuku Station means. Shinjuku Station isn't just really big, it's practically a labyrinth. Big? On a typical day, it averaged no fewer than 3.6 million passengers. 3.6? On top of that, it kept adding expansion after expansion, making it almost impossible to navigate. That's even with a map. And since the east and west exits aren't connected, going out the wrong one means starting over again. Before you know it, you've arrived at the station on a different line, and then have to double back. If you go up the stairs and try to catch up your breath, you'll find yourself at a bus terminal. If you try to read directions in an app, it'll have you to follow a route straight through the store wall. Now, pop quiz. Where is this station should Raphael go in order to meet up with the Archer of Shinjuku? I see your point. Even if you can detect servants, it'd be hard to navigate a maze like that. It's not like the station is free of enemies, though. I'm sure that it's the part that avoid the ambushes. Still, we don't have any choice but to go. We'll try to narrow down Archer's location as much as we can. I'll handle the adjustments. Mesh needs a break. And I think you could use some sleep too, Master. Understood, you're going to turn in for the day now too. Right, Senpai? Ah, sleeping on a hard floor builds character. I've lost count of many times I've done it. That doesn't count, you're just working on your inventions until you couldn't stay awake anymore. Well, I guess you could put it that way. Anyway, good night, Senpai. I really hope you have sweet dreams. Kawaii? So you were unable to take down the target. Oh, sorry, I wasn't criticizing you. If anything, I expected this. It's Chaldea's last master after all. Not only did they face the incineration of humanity alone, he defeated Goetia himself, and even lived to tell the tale. He's the most powerful master there is. If a sneak attack or two was all it took to kill him, he would have been dead long ago. Perhaps he has 9 lives, nor a guardian spirit watching over him, or he's just extremely lucky. But that's not all. You know this too, Ryder. We are the losing side. Good always wins. We are destined to be defeated. But matters are different here in Shinjuku. Here we turn the tables. They said they were going to Shinjuku Station, right? I'll send my personal guard to greet them. Go blow off some steam. Oh God. Please, God, this is gonna be bad. Archer. Jordan. Right. Why the fuck not? Keep Archer 2. There we go. Hey, let's go. Good morning, Senpai. Did you sleep? Never mind. Yeah, concrete will do that. Good thing I packed up some of my special handmade pain-relieving compresses. Feel free to use one. Sit. Shake. Good dog. Another job well done, Cavill Second. Did you have your morning burger, Master? Then let's get going to Shinjuku Station. You seem confused about something. Was it? Oh, now I see. Yes, it's always night in this version of Shinjuku. Everyone here has forgotten what sunlight looks like. Oh, and as for Shinjuku Station, well, that may come as a surprise to you two. Cavill Second, you stay here and keep an eye on things. Ain't no going out on your own this time, okay? Oh my god. Whoa, Da Vinci, you aren't kidding. Wait. When I said it was a labyrinth, I didn't mean an actual labyrinth. What in the world is going on here? Don't know. Maybe the work of a servant, or perhaps it simply became like this over time. At any rate, watch your step. All these changes mean that this Shinjuku station has fewer exits than it should. Ease your way within, and you'll have be doomed to wander its halls until you die. Now this way. Oh god. That's strange. What is it, Arturia? The ruffians who usually inhabit the station are nowhere to be seen. Of course, that in itself is not unusual, but it's strange that their campsite is completely gone from this passageway. You sure you're not just mistaking it for another part of the station? I see you have a nose for a nose. I see you have a nose like a reindeer. Oh, essa referência à minha Raider Artúria. They're easy to miss if you don't pay attention. There are indeed signs that someone has lived here. Maybe the Usher of Shinjuku already fought them off. Then why would we need to clean up afterwards? Indeed. The only reason to clean up would be to hide whatever it was that took place here. Master, technically speaking, if you came here alone and found an empty campsite, shell casings, and blood, what do you think? Indeed, which is exactly what whoever did this didn't want you to do. Their mistakes was not in accounting for a companion who is familiar with this labyrinth. Especially not one who remembers that there used to be an remarkable campsite here. Seems we have been spotted. Most likely they plan to take their time and surround you before taking you out. As such, they wouldn't be expecting a surprise attack like this. There is sure to be a weakness in their defense. Find it and hit it hard, Master. Okay. Okay, sure, why not? Why the fuck not? I will do it. Eu faço por ti. Saber. Ai, não posso acreditar, em setembro vou ter a Artúria grátis. Eu não acredito. Yes. What the? I don't like that one. Ah, nah. That's not cool, boy. That ain't cool. Não. Isto não vai ser bom. Isto não vai correr muito bem, right? Não, isto não vai correr nada bem. A cena é essa, fuck. Oh god. Ok, ao menos o gajo que faz mais dano. Oh god. Oh god, ok. Okay. Sure. Really? Okay. Okay, that ain't cool, boy. This ain't cool. Garden of Avalon. Garden of Avalon. And zoom. Okay, this is no good, man. This is no good. This is no good, man. Ok, bora lá. Longo miniado. Longo miniado. Nice. Ok. Bora lá. Laborantemente de rei. Menos um. Shit. Ok. Ok. Ok, menos um. Agora só falta kill. Ok. Let's go. Done. Done. Nice. Okay. Okay. That should do it. Thank you for your instructions, Master. You did very well. Yeah, that's true. You definitely become the first-rate master. You're aware, of course, that you may be a genius to thank you for it, right? Da Vinci, can you please just focus on the analysis? Oh? Even with a station as big as this, I figured you wouldn't notice if I got into a fight with the enemy, and I was right. Now, if you don't mind, there really are quite a lot of them. I appreciate your help, Master. So he's seen us, and now I understand why he only told you we meet here at Shinjuku Station. Then you right, Archer's in the middle of a battle. Let's hurry. Come, my coffin. We appear not to be nearly out of bullets. Come to think of it, how does this thing reload anyway? Well, never mind that. The enemy is still here in force, and by my calculations, I win. Huh? We made it, Master. Be thankful for my sword. Be that as it may be, I am glad you made it. And you must be the knight who helped Master Skev on that motorcycle. For that, you have my utmost gratitude. My, so you saw who I was even amidst all that chaos. No wonder you are called the Archer of Shinjuku. I'm sorry, but are you playing it here? Not that I really need to ask. So you are the man I fought back then. I knew it. Who are you? What is your true name? And what is your noble phantasm? Your every action drips with deceit. And yet, there are also times when your true self shines through. Your attempt to keep Raphael safe back when there was one such time. Of that, I'm certain. As you know, we are not established formal contracts with Raphael. We are simply working together out of the happenstance shared interest. He has not yet reached a point where he can serve as an anchor for us to manifest in this world. Thus, there was no reason to defend him back then. The fear of death was sincere. The rider of Shinjuku is more berserker than rider. Stand before him, and your death is assured. Run away, then you may just manage to escape with your life. The incineration of humanity is over. Raphael's dying would have no effect on the world at large. So why did you save him? To be honest, I'm really not quite sure. My body seemed to move almost entirely on its own. Of course, now that you mention, you are correct. Makes not a lick of sense. Why did I move to protect him? I could certainly not abide the meaningless death by myself. Why do you think I did it? Good point. Then let me ask you, what is your relation to the archer of Shinjuku with whom I fought? So you managed to find him and survive. Impressive. Thanks to the outside interference. I understand that you're not the one I fought, however, I'm also certain you are related somehow. Now tell me, who are you? I suppose you could call me a clone, or perhaps something more akin to a waste product. May look just like him, but my true name has been stolen, and I've been stripped of most of my power. Your true name stolen? So it is like a split into good and evil kind of deal? Huh? Oh, I see what you're meaning now. I suppose that would make me the good one. No, I see, alright. Let me sum up. I was a villain, but I still had some remnants of my conscience occasionally complicating matters. So in order to become the perfect ultimate villain, I divested myself of my good side. Seen that way, the evil side of me must be exceptionally powerful. Now that you mention, your spirit origin does seem to be incomplete. But on the other hand, if you could complete it, you might be able to take back your true name. Emphasis on might, that is. My true name, right? My true name. As I'm still able to deploy my noble phantasm, albeit now at a lesser extent, as I did no matter that I had forgotten my true name. But I believe I would indeed be better off if I reclaimed it. I've never seen anyone so happy about forgetting their name. You must be quite the black card. Huh? Hang on a moment. Didn't you say something about it not being safe to reveal your true name before? Haha. Haha. I was bluffing. Bluffing? Think about it, young man. How would I respond if I said, sorry, I don't actually know who I am? That's fishy. Fishy? I'm not sure why you're so shocked. You've been fishy ever since we first met. At any rate, we have successfully rendered us. Now we should leave while we still can. Well, master, it seems I now have a goal of my own. Yes, I shall seek my own name, repair my spirit origin, and serve you with even greater power. Would you be willing to shake on this as well? Thank you, my master. Huh, this is grand. Feel like celebrating. That is quite enough out of you. Stop it now, or I'll cut you down with my sacred sword. Oh yes, my apologies. I'll see your altar, was it? Hold it. How do you know my true name? Huh? Hey, yeah, nobody ever mentioned their name. Huh? It was only the logical conclusion, my apologies. Return to keep it a secret from me. One thing I seem not to have forgotten about myself is that I've never been good at holding my tongue. Answer the question. Very well. Shall we start at the beginning? Grant, firstly, your sword has something of a giveaway as to your being a saber. However, it is theoretically possible that you have been a rider or a berserker. But the odds of a rider using a motorcycle for a mount of seem vanishingly small. Of course, the motorcycle could have been your noble phantasm, but then it would hardly make sense for you to fight with the sword. And given your fineness while mounted, In your eloquence, you can exactly rule out of possibility of being a berserker. The fact that you fought my other self and survived also indicates that you are at least skilled saber. However, your parent age is something of abnormal for a saber. Generally, such a servant would be someone in their 20s or prime. And yet you look a deal younger than that. Naturally young, one might say. This could only mean that at some point in your life before you became a hero, you ceased aging. You sneak understand English without an accent, however, such knowledge would have been given to you by the throne of heroes, so it is hardly helpful. That you are a woman is something of complication. There are, after all, few female knights, less named in history. Of course, Magecraft would be enabled to you disguise yourself as male. Unfortunately, of the small number of female knights who did leave their mark on history, most would appear a bit older when summoned than you do now. Jeanne d'Arc was an exception, beginning at 17 and dying in 19. But she was an amateur with the sword, something which you clearly are not. And so I was forced to assume that you were believed to be a man by those who came after you to record your legend. There is also your brazen attitude and kindly mean that you've demonstrated since we met. When we take this alongside that we already know, namely that you are famous ageless male knights of Western lore, the answer was quite simple. For the sake of discussion, let us say that you are Arthur Pendragon. That would certainly explain your royal bearing and comportment. But even if you were once known as Arthur, it is very unlikely to be your true name. So you arrive at Altria, a corruption of the female form of Artorius. If there was ever a saber who could be called corrupted, it would be you, wouldn't it not? And one last thing, her blade positively oozes malevolent energy, and yet you refer to it as a sacred sword. It's just the only sensible conclusion is that she was somehow inverted, in other words, an altar. After all, were that not the case, it would be far too difficult to survive in this hellish world. Even for one as pure and wholesome as King Arthur himself. I think it was all but a foregone conclusion that she is, in fact, an altar. And well, if I am the wrong about all of this is all right. I don't mind looking the fool. Of course, if I am correct, you will all surely stand in the way of deductive skills. And so, you see the process that led me to deduce your identity. How did I? Well, you're not wrong. I can't believe that you all formed our appearance and are seeing Sacred Sword at one time. Archer, are you a detective by any chance? Huh? Yeah, that would make sense. I know, right? It was like Sherlock Holmes just now. Detective? No, I don't think I am. If anything, I find that to be the most loathsome profession in the world. Oh my god. A detective, yes, that profession would certainly suit him. With his observational skills and deductive reasoning, he could play detective all day. However, Meshkirlite, it is because he's used that skill and reasoning for evil that he stands before you as a servant now. I knew there were two of them, but I didn't think they were splitting into good and evil. I'm surprised he had even a modicum of anything that one could call conscience. At any rate, this is the case. The problem is even thornier than I thought. That building form is already fairly visible. I believe I know its role as well. The problem comes down to the following 3 points. Where does the emanation come from? Is it even possible? And why would he do that? In a sense, I'm impressed there is still so much I can't even see even after coming all this way, Archer. What exactly are you up to? The more I learn, the more questions arise. You may be likening yourself up to a butterfly, but you seem more like a spider to me. Could that book be here in this city? Yes, it could be. Then I believe it's worth pursuing. Jesus, ainda não acabou. My God. Come to think of it, do you like dogs, Archer? Dogs? Well, I don't think I particularly mind them. Well done guarding the roost, Cavill second. Want some dog food? Oh, I didn't think there was any friendly dogs left in Shinjuku. Good dog. Cavill second, now shake. Just turned away. Dear Cavill, want some dog food? It's really good. He knocked the food down. Am I imagining things, or does this dog think it's better than me? Portanto, pessoal, vamos terminar aqui o episódio. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se gostaram, não se esqueçam de deixar o vosso like, comentarem e subscreverem. E eu vejo no próximo vídeo. Fui!